What's up, everyone? This is the raw truth coming at you with another video. In this video, any video that I do, I always come out and explain some of the reasons of why I'm doing this video before I actually do the video and break down things in the video to help you see and understand why I do the things that I do. And in this video, this what I why I'm doing this video is from having years and years of conversations with people that sparked my interest. And what I mean by is whenever you're talking to someone, and you can see on social media sites like YouTube, whenever you're talking to someone about something and you become disagreeable with that person, or you're calling a behavior out and people don't want that to be exposed, I always hear a certain phrase coming from people. And the phrases that I'm hearing mimics of what slave masters have called us and has deemed us to be. So you hear a whole lot of people saying a whole lot of things but don't understand what the heck that they are saying. For an example, if you could look at Tommy Sotomayor's video, you could look at other people's videos too, like Rick Scorpio or Big B. Kell, Sergeant William Pete. When you look at these videos, and anytime somebody don't like a behavior being called out, they always reference them as a derogatory name without understanding what they are talking about. For an example, news clip or news station may air a black woman going into a store acting a damn fool, cussing everybody out, throwing fries everywhere or throwing things everywhere, being very, very belligerent. Now, when that gets to people like Tommy Sotomayor, when that gets to Rick Scorpio, when that gets to Big B. Kell, when it gets to us, the Obsidian Files News Network media, whenever it gets to us and we see the behavior, what we do is what? We call the behavior out. See, that's what's wrong in the black community. Very few people are calling out the bad behaviors in the black community. And when you do, what do people say? People call you words like coon, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus, in the name of few, you know what I'm saying? And when they're calling you these names, they absolutely is very, very ignorant. Yes, you people who use the term coon, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus, all of those names right there. I'm going to get into some of those names to give you the definitions of those names, but the definitions of those names does not match what somebody is doing by calling a behavior out. Calling a behavior out has absolutely nothing to do with being a coon or whatsoever. It doesn't. And it's kind of funny how y'all don't attack the sources of the news media who puts that out, but yet you go after your own people. Why? Because you don't want your dirty laundry aired, but there's a problem with that. If we don't want our dirty laundries aired, then stop showing it for the world to see. So let's deal with the word here. Let's deal with the word here. And the first word, dun, 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 is the word coon. Now, what is coon? Coon, insulting term for a black person. And to give an example, I went to the R&B disco at De Niro's last night, and I was the only white person in there. It was full of coons. So, in other words, in this sentence, the coon word is used for black people. Now, this guy said he's the only white person there, and everybody else was coons. So he's the only white person, and everybody else is black. So here, it was an insulting term for a black person. So whenever somebody gets mad at us bringing something out or calling a behavior out that our brothers, and mainly it's mainly black women, when we calling out their behaviors, is mainly black women for some odd reason, and when we're calling them out and you're calling us coon, that's an asserting term, insulting term for a black person. So why would a black person want to insult another one? So by definition and default, that makes you a hypocrite. Why? Because if you think what I'm doing is insulting and coon is an insulting word, so by you calling me a coon, calling Tommy a coon, calling Big B Keller coon, what are you then? Then it says 10 words related to coon: nigger, black, nigga, porch monkey, spook, negro, coons, jigaboo, spade, jungle bunny. So these are synonyms that goes with the word coon. Let's look at other definitions when it comes to coon. Coon is a black actor or actress who takes roles that stereotypically portrays black people. They think they've made it because they are slaves to the same images, aka sellout. It comes from the term barracoons, a cage where they used to place Africans and who were waiting to be sent to America to be slaves. They had no idea of this, so some of them were even eager waiting in the barracoons. So here, those weren't Africans that came over in cargo slave ships. That's a whole different story right here, but I'm reading what they say. That there's some Africans who didn't know that they were going to be enslaved. That's what they're saying, who were so eager to be in the cage. So these people was waiting eagerly just to go for freedom. But by doing that, and it says that our actors or actresses who go into playing roles of stereotypes, that word coon, they have referenced it to show you that it's what people of our people sitting up there in the industry playing roles like a slut, playing roles in black women. They hitting you hard as fat, obese, and a mammy. And these women like Monique and them are taking the roles that by definition is a coon. But y'all love Monique, don't y'all? Y'all love when a black woman is on a TV show just waving her finger and talking trash, talking shit to a black man. Y'all like that. So y'all love coonery. Oh, y'all love coonery whenever we see Olivia play that the role in Scandal, showing her being the whore to a white man. So all this time, you people love coonery. You people love coonery when y'all sit up there and watch World Star Hip Hop. Isn't that not? Aren't they not playing the stereotypical role, whether it's on TV or World Star Hip Hop? Everybody, and we all know in our community that everybody loves drama. So what is everybody loving drama? You love the coonery. In order to stop the coonery, somebody has to call that out. And it's kind of funny how the people who's calling this shit out is the ones being called coons. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Let's look at some more definition for this word coon. Derogatory term for black people, similar to nigger. Originally a shortened form of word, raccoon. Raccoon, okay. Used in interferes to the animal. The black eye mask is nocturnal habits of an animal parallel a characteristic of typical robbers and thieves. So therefore, when you look at the raccoon and the black eye around it, when you see the black patch around there, that simulates what? A thief coming in. So therefore, it's calling black people thieves. Now, I gotta ask you a question. If I'm a coon or Tommy's a coon, can you please produce any evidence showing us being thieves? Can you put any evidence out there that shows anybody who you calling a coon as being a thief? I think not. I think not. So that word coon is basically a black man who is a thief. Oh, that's your Crips and your Bloods. Oh, wait a minute. How come y'all never call them thieves? That's your Crips, your Blood, your other so-called gangsters. That's them out there. But you never call them any coons. Thieves, and got people breaking in homes just to steal money for their drug habits. Isn't that a coon? So wait a minute. Let's get this straight. Coon demonstrates a behavior and a stereotyping. So we gotta understand being a coon, you have to have some kind of verbs or action to go with being a coon. See, a lot of y'all, when y'all call names because y'all are under your feelings is governed. And your feelings and your emotions do not and will never dictate truth. It will never do that. Let's look at another word. Let's look at another word. House nigger. House nigger is a black person that does their best to please white people, even if it means disowning their own racial identity. So by default, every black person in Hollywood and the black secret societies and the black fraternities, all of them are house niggers. They don't associate with us. You can see when somebody makes it big, they move right out the ghetto. Never mind us. They raise so much money like Will Smith has done. He raised so much money of billions of dollars for white people. When has Will Smith ever raised so much money for y'all? Hmm? That's what it's talking about. So, so the actors and actresses and singers that you love so much that you clap your hand to, they're the house nigger. I'm a house nigger. I'm in the ghetto with y'all. I see y'all all the time. I patronize y'all stores when I say, oh, a black person has this store. I go to that store. Oh, black and Hispanic has this store. I go to them stores. I don't go to Chinese restaurants. I go right to the same people who are my people. I'm a house nigger. I'm not disowning y'all. I'm not going to put it to you like this. I try to avoid going to other nations, even supermarkets, if I can get from my own people. If I can, then I venture out. But majority of times, I get my hoagies from the pop and mom stores. That's where I get my hoagies and stuff from. I get my food, my goat and everything from Jamaicans. That's where I get my food from. Also get platters from the Dominican stores. Who is the blacks and Hispanics? We're the same people. So majority of my money is going to my people. So how am I a house nigger? See, if you're going to call somebody a name, if you're going to tell them that they're this and they're that, you best have some proof behind it. So if I was disowning my people, I'll be stuck in white neighborhoods or don't going shopping. To some of the here we go. Some of the words for house nigger, the synonyms is Uncle Tom, house nigger, nigger, slave, house negro, field nigger, nigger, wigger, Obama. Damn, Obama's in there. Wigger, black, cotton picker, cracker. Cracker, get out of here. House, master, Punjab, oh, Punjabi, servant, tar baby. I guess they saying crackers because you become that whip to crack your own people upside the head so your white man can say, that goes to your police officers. Now I get it. That goes to your police officers. Why? Because black and Hispanics, and mainly the women, black and Hispanic women, they want to please their masters so much that they don't mind putting a bullet in your ass. Look at Baltimore. A white cop wasn't the only one who shot that black guy. There was a black woman and a black man there. No, hardly anybody want to talk about that. Y'all better investigate Baltimore. Y'all better investigate Baltimore. This is some good stuff. So you need to know the breakdown of the words. House nigger, a black person that sucks up to the white man for benefits from slave times, where the house nigger would get to work inside the house and opposed to picking cotton out of the hot sun. So here you go. Majority of our people that's in high positions are doing it. You know, especially black women in human resources want to oppress their masses so much. They kiss their ass and tell them how wonderful that they are, even though they don't even know them. Sitting up there trying to make sure that their businesses is held tight together so their families can be held tight together, but yet go home and destroy their own home and destroy their own community. Now, who's a house nigger? Who is it? Come on, people. Y'all have so much to say. And there's going to be a second part to this because, I'm just freestyling this. I don't have any notes written down. I'm just reading, the definitions of this. And I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun doing it because none of my people have fun calling these names, and saying these names. But I'm going to bring out your ignorance of how stupid and foolish that y'all are. So there's going to be a second part, and who knows, there may be a third part to it. I don't know, but I'm going to have fun. So stay tuned for part two of Words You Do Not Know. Yup, this is the raw truth, and I am coming back to you with part two.